Today we're going to be talking about the Swiss village of Helvetia, West Virginia, and going to spend a little bit of time talking about their annual celebration of Fostnaught, which I was able to attend this year. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Best Virginian. I bring you West Virginia history and travel videos, occasionally delve into true crime, occasionally delve into the paranormal, straight from the mountain state of West Virginia. But today, we're heading back down to Helvetia, West Virginia. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is there a Swiss village in West Virginia? Well, because it had to be somewhere, right? The story of Helvetia, West Virginia starts in 1869 when a group of Swiss and German immigrants moved to the area from Brooklyn, New York. While there were many farmers, there were also various artisans and craftsmen, doctors that moved with these farmers and herdsmen. And they started building their own little Swiss-German village right here in the hills of West Virginia. Soon news of this little town would spread, and others from Switzerland, along with various parts of the United States, would move to the area. Within about a decade of the town being formed, it had a population of over 300 individuals. You can see the Swiss influence in a lot of the town's buildings, like the Cheese House, the Honey House, and the Huddle, which is the town's Swiss restaurant that has recently undergone a lot of renovations, including a new deck for takeout and outdoor dining. The town is also home to the one-of-a-kind Fostnaught Mask Museum. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is Fostnaught? Imagine kind of combining the best parts of Easter, Halloween, and New Year's, just kind of rolling them all together in one big, super Swiss celebration. Some people say the roots of it go back to a way of kicking off the Easter fasting season by eating traditional Swiss foods, donuts, day drinking. For others, it's a celebration to chase out the cold of winter, welcome the spring. They do this by wearing masks, playing loud music, and burning an effigy of Old Man Winter. And other people hear about the drinking and the fires and just want to go to really spectate and encourage the debauchery. At least that's why I was there. So I got to Helvetia at around 2:30, and the event really didn't kick off till about 3 p.m. The day started with a delicious sampler at the Huddle. They were doing takeout boxes. I got some potatoes, green beans, locally sourced cheese, and sauerkraut. The sauerkraut I've been hearing people talk about for like 2 years now, about how I have to try it sometime. And for some reason, every time I was in the area, it was before the restaurant opened up for the season. But I finally got it, along with some chicken, sausage, and a brat. All very excellent, very good food. They were also doing a book sale to support the local library. Oddly enough, just by walking around, it was kind of crowded. I didn't want to take up too much time or space in there, but I was able to find a book on the West Virginia Mine Wars. If that's something that interests you, I've done several videos talking about it. Check out this one up here that I did on the Battle of Blair Mountain, and if that's something that interests you, you might want to hit that subscribe button, because that's pretty much all I do on this channel. Now, when the festivities really kicked off, they brought out donuts and some locally brewed beer. Throughout the day, people kind of just kept filtering in. Slowly, the street in the historic part of town slowly just kept filling up with more and more cars. And really, the street was completely lined with cars. I know the line at the Huddle, at the restaurant, stretched all the way around the corner. There were probably between about 200 and 300 people there. I haven't seen an official number on how many people attended the event, but it was really, really good to see that much of a turnout. It was also just kind of weird being able to go to an event like this again. It was really the first event like this I had been able to go to since 2019. And if you know anything about West Virginia and kind of the geography of the state, Helvetia lies in an area where there's not a lot of great cell phone service. So you had all these people in an area, and instead of just standing there all day, just scrolling through their phones, they actually had to interact with each other. It was really, really weird, but it was a great experience, especially after, almost 2 years of not being able to do stuff like this. So people just kept slowly filtering in, and right around twilight, the parade of masks began. So again, a big part of Fostnaught is the wearing a mask to try and scare off, chase out Old Man Winter. And there were a lot of really great masks. There were some traditional ones, along with I saw a fair amount of Fallout 76 inspired and West Virginia inspired masks, which were really cool to see. Now, after the parade of masks, there was another parade through town. This one was the parade through the town square, through the historical district, to a bonfire where they burnt the effigy of Old Man Winter. Somewhere along the way, someone handed me a candle and said, "Here's fire. We're going to go to a bonfire," and I, of course, am always down for playing with fire. So after lighting the fire and placing Old Man Winter on it in order to, kill off winter, bring in spring, there was also a symbolic burning of a pine tree. A lot of Germanic and Swiss tradition includes, bringing in pine and evergreen trees around the winter time in order to kind of bring life into a household. That's where a lot of our traditions for like Christmas trees come from. But it was like, this was the opposite of it. It's like, no, we're done with that. We're done with winter. Throw the Christmas tree on fire. Let's get this over with. And it was really cool, really great seeing a small town like this with such deep-rooted traditions, and it was really fun taking part in it. I hope to be able to do some more festivals and the likes throughout the rest of this year. Definitely, if there's any that you would like to see me attend or go to, leave them down in the comments. If you ever get an opportunity to visit Helvetia, West Virginia, or to attend Fostnaught, definitely do it. A lot of the money that they make during the Fostnaught festivities goes directly back into the preservation of the town, and a lot of the money that they bring in at the Fostnaught Mask Museum and General Store also gets pumped back into the town. So it's a great way to support a local economy. There's also a lot of great history there in Helvetia, West Virginia. So if you ever get an opportunity, definitely go check it out. But until next time, I hope you learned something today. I hope you saw some things that you liked and appreciated about Helvetia and Fostnaught. And until next time, don't forget to stay wild, stay wonderful, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll talk to you in the next video.